What's going on, guys? Welcome. The name is Iro, and this is my first YouTube video ever. So bear with me if I am stuttering or making mistakes. With time, I'll learn. So I started this YouTube channel to help new traders out there, traders such as myself, although I've been in this game for 2 years now. So first of all, we'll be looking at the weekly outlook for the GBPUSD. I am a fundamental and technical analyst, and I trade the financial market, and I only trade GBPUSD as my only pair. But then I will also be analyzing the DXY as an additional confluence to my GBPUSD trade. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So looking at the COT report for the last week's news release, the banks removed 3,407 longs and then 1,672 shorts on the GBP, and their net position on the GBP is 20,371 positions shorts on the GBP, while on the DXY, the banks removed 559 longs and added 127 shorts, and then they had net long on the GBP by 18,987 positions. All right, so looking at the chart now, this is the DXY chart. We are currently looking at the daily time frame. So based on the daily time frame data, as we can see here, we have this was the previous 2 weeks candle, and this was the candle of the previous week that just passed, and this is the new week candle. I'm sorry I'm having to record this today because I wasn't free throughout the last week to do this recording. So as you can see, this was an engulfing pattern. This is an engulfing pattern, and if you know your candlesticks well, you will know that when there is an engulfing pattern, then it's a sign that the market is going to move strongly in that direction. Since this is a bearish engulfing pattern, we should expect this next week's candle to also move heavily bearish, following the engulfing pattern that has been formed on the previous 2 weeks. So then, looking at the daily time frame, as we can see, the price broke the daily time frame's trend line, as we can see over here, and there is nothing much to see other than this nice supply zone right at the daily time frame. Now moving down to the 4 hours time frame, we can see that price violated 1, 2, 3 demand zones, giving us a strong sense of downward trend. So as we can see, we are expecting price to continue moving downwards this week as we are analyzing. And then what I expect price to do is to come back to any of these 3 supply zones. If price decides to come back to the first supply zone, as you can see here, then I'll have to wait for a confirmation to enter down to the downside. But then if price can also come into the supply zone before it moves down, and it can also come into the supply zone before it moves down, we should know that trading is a game of probabilities, and there is nothing that is set in stone in trading. So this is my analysis on the DXY, guys. Now moving on to the GBPUSD, you can see that price made a nice engulfing candle, also a nice bullish engulfing candle on the GBPUSD, as we can see here, and this is the new week's candle. So following this nice engulfing candle pattern, we expect this new week's candle to also move upwards following its predecessor's patterns. So then going down to the daily time frame, we can see a nice supply zone over here, which I am expecting price to come to before we can see a move downwards if at all price is going to move downwards. But if not, price might break this and continue moving upwards. But overall, this supply zone is at the premium and discount level, is at the equilibrium level. And once price gets to this equilibrium level, I am not looking to take any longs on the GBPUSD unless I have solid confirmation that the long is a valid one, and then I'll start taking longs again. So moving down to the 4 hours time frame, we can see that price violated 1-2 supply zones and broke the downward trend line on the 4 hour zone, indicating to us that this is a very strong uptrend. And currently price is at a supply zone on the 4 hours time frame, which I am looking for it to either break or do a confirmation that will push price downwards a little bit, and then also give me a confirmation for us to continue the uptrend. So it's all a game of probabilities, and I don't know what the market is going to do. So whatever the market does, I should be waiting for a confirmation based on what the market is going to show me before I take any trade. But I'll keep you guys updated on any single trade I make. So that's all for today's video, guys. See you in the next video.